Alright guys, so today I'm going to attempt to get a stuck case on purpose so I can show you how to remove it. So yeah, unfortunately my expander die and depriming tool did not survive the third stuck case I got in this die's lifetime. It happened. That's why you can purchase these separately. For example, mine, the expanding rod is the thing that failed. Which caused the actual thing to get, there we go, the actual capping tool to get bent. But then also when it broke, it damaged your expander. So these are all replaceable. It's like $15. Now you can purchase a stuck case removal tool. They're around $30 from everybody. RCBS makes them, Lee, Hornady makes them. So, but realistically, all you need is some washers, or if you have a paint can opener. My daughter's playing with the ball. I apologize for that. A longer bolt, a socket that will fit over your stuck case and against the shoulder of the actual die, like so. For in this case, this is a 14 millimeter, and a couple of nuts if you have them to make standoff, if your bolt's too long like mine is. But this is a grade 10.8 10.9 bolt, so it's like harder than grade 8. You'll need a tap for the bolt you have, which they come with a drill bit and everything. You need a drill, which I have off camera here, but I'm going to show you an example of how a case gets stuck. So if you don't lubricate it enough, especially with these larger Magnum rounds, yeah, it costs. So we're gonna take some isopropyl alcohol, go ahead and spray that inside the die, and we're gonna go ahead and get some Q-tips. Go ahead and thoroughly degrease this thing so that it's nice and dry. I do spray before I start my reloading. I'm not an expert reloader by any means. I do spray the case lube inside the actual die because I've had experiences, like I said, I've had 3 stuck cases so far, and this third one took out my die. So that's nice and dry. All right, lots of friction. And here we have a case. I'm gonna go ahead and use isopropyl alcohol on that as well. Make sure any lubricant is gone. Well, honestly, I actually use this one right here that's sort of damaged instead of messing up a good case. So this one, normally it gets stuck once it's been deprimed already. So this one is actually gonna be extra hard because we're gonna assume that you don't have the primer removed yet. So we're gonna get this stuck in here nice and good. All right, simple as that. That's why you should lube your cases. We're stuck. When we pulled it out, it ripped the case off, or the rim off. So what you're gonna do, go ahead and set your ram up. I'm using a 6 or 5 millimeter drill bit because I'm gonna tap it for 6 millimeter. Hello, what are you doing down there? But we're going ahead and drill it. All right, so let's got our primer drilled out now. Yes, sir. All right, just playing with my brass shavings and trying to eat them. All right, so here we've drilled out now the primer. All right, now we're getting to our pocket. Okay, that is done now. go ahead and clean off your press. You can do this in a vise, but like I'm trying to show you that you can literally, getting a stuck case is not a big deal. I thought it was when I first got my first one. I was freaking out, then I figured out, hey, apply your automotive skills to this. It's basically like pulling a bearing. So yeah, we got this nice and drilled now. Keynote, by the way, Hornady at least, they used to. I don't know if they still do. If you don't, maybe now like it says they sell the kit, they don't. But if you can't get the stuck case out, you can send off to Hornady and they'll remove it for you. I don't remember. I think they charged you, but I'm not sure. So we're gonna start with sub-tapping die. All right, get it nice and started. Back it off a little bit, tighten it back down. Back it off, tighten it back down. Back it off. The main thing, you want to remove those chips, all right, because you don't want to break the damn threading tap off inside your case. That's gonna be no good. And I've drilled a severely undersized hole just because I am tapping really soft material with this hardened. So I'm cutting a lot of extra material here. I just do it because I want nice strong threads. I don't want to risk ripping the threads out this soft brass. All right, so you're not gonna get to a point where you're not gonna have resistance like you normally tap. So once you tap that, basically it's like 10 mil, 15 mil. You can go ahead and remove your tap. Okay, more or less this is exactly how you're gonna be doing with the kits. This is where it's different. The kit has a specific thing. This, we're using a socket. Put the socket over it, and then you put your bolt on it on a normal one, but for us we have the exit. I use a painter can opener, nice thick steel. You can also use flat washers if you want. Here's some, but here, just for you guys, I know this works for me, but I'm gonna go, maybe you guys don't, I don't know who the hell doesn't have a paint can opener, but we'll take 2 of these flat washers. Go ahead and put it through on the bolt. Don't touch my stuff. Put the nuts on. So we want, in this case I have a lock washer, a lock nut, whatever. I have the lock nut start facing these flat washers right here. And then I'm going to take the other flat side of the lock nut, push it against each other so that way there's 2 strong flat surfaces. And then this is going to go into the hole like so. We're going to keep them lined up as possible as we get some pressure onto them. Kind of a trick if you want to cheat. So if you take a adjustable wrench and kind of come over here and line the flats up of your bolts. Sorry, bolts and nuts. Go ahead and snug them up. Remove the nut and the washer, whatever. It basically keeps these nice and tight. So you're going to take a secondary wrench that fits the flat of your die. You can do this in a vise, but again, I'm saying if you don't have any vices, if you're at the reloading table, we're going to do it. You got your adjustable wrench. I'm going to start torquing down on this screw here. That's right. Use the urge. That's right, babies. Alrighty. Oh, look at all that anger and growling. Yeah, she's getting the stuck case out nicely. All right. All right, so once you get to the point that you basically feel like no more pressure, like it's not really hard to turn anymore, let's go ahead and pull it right out. And there you go. You removed the stuck casing. Go ahead and unscrew the casing. And there you go. And then you can put your tools back. Now I personally keep these over here. So that way I have them right next to my bench. And make sure you go ahead, clean this thing out nice and good. Just because you don't want any brass shavings in here. So again, clean it out nice and good. Take like a cleaning patch or whatever on a rod of your cleaning rod clean it all out, lubricate the actual inside of here with case lube, because again, this thing is actually pretty clean. But I do see some little icks right there. So go ahead and take this and clean this out. There we go. And then we'll hit it with some case lube. Make sure your dies are always nice and lubricated. And there you go. Simple as that. It's nothing to go move your hair out about, and then, you know, go ahead. Put the case again. I can't resize. I mean, I can't decap it, but we can run this through my die and resize it. Let's clean the brass up out of it here. All right. And run it back down, and it's full sized, a full case resize right now. See, another one. Put some case lube on it, size it up, and you see once you lubricate it, it goes up and down nice and easy. Even with these large Magnum here, I'll even show you one right here. It's not so lubed. We're gonna go ahead and just rub a little bit onto it. Yeah, that should be whatever's on my fingers. We'll try that one. And whatever's in the thing. I mean, already right there, I feel it sticking. If you feel it sticking, back off. Check your case, see if there's no deformities on there. And sometimes you might just have to hit it with some lube. Come back here, up, and I already feel it slipping in, coming right back out. And you see, it's resized now. So, yeah, just want to show you guys that. Something that can come in handy, and you don't have to buy the money or spend the money to buy it. I mean, obviously having the little bushing that goes on it will be a lot more easier than stacking nuts, but like you said, seeing right there, it's not like a rocket science type thing. It's, you're basically just using mechanical extraction right there. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope to help. Subscribe.